Tell me one thing, my friend. Why are you always so harsh on yourself? Is it because you make decisions prioritizing others over yourself? Or is it because you make no effort to improve yourself in any aspect of life? According to dosomething.org, 1/2 of all mental illnesses show early signs before a person turns 14 years old, and 3/4 of mental illnesses begin before age 24. Have you ever wondered what's the causes of this? Well, not taking care of yourself plays a big role in damaging you, not only mentally, but also physically. You'll find yourself exhausted, having no energy, and constantly scolding yourself for the slightest mishap. In this video, we'll discuss how self-care can help you change the course of your life. Self-care. Paula Gil Lopez, a professor at Fairfield University in Fairfield, said, "We have an epidemic of anxiety and depression. Everybody feels it." And she's not wrong. The number of searches for the term self-care has quadrupled since 2018, according to Google Trends. What is self-care? Why is it so important for people? Well, let me explain it to you in simple words. Self-care involves looking after yourself so that you stay healthy, feel good, can do your work, help others, and achieve all the things you need and want to do in a day. According to a Los Angeles-based wellness expert, Kelsey Patel, self-care is part of the answer to how we can all better cope with daily stressors. She says, people are feeling lonelier and less able to unwind and slow down, which makes them feel more anxious and overwhelmed by even the simplest tasks. But as time passes, the definition of self-care has become more about the general well-being of a human being. According to Marnie Amsalem, self-care is anything that you do for yourself that feels nourishing. Let me tell you what happens when you neglect self-care. There are countless definitions of self-care in the world, but if I were to explain it with an example, think of self-care as a beautiful garden, and you need to take care of it daily. However, if you forget to water, nourish, and protect this garden, everything will be destroyed, the plants will die, the soil will become dry, and your garden will transform into a desert. Similarly, if you neglect caring for yourself, your physical and mental health will take a hit, followed by extreme stress and depression. But how does neglecting self-care lead to depression, stress, and physical disaster? Well, let's take an example of Adam. He works long hours without taking breaks, sacrifices his sleep to meet deadlines, skips meals, leaves quality time with friends and family, and isolates himself to focus on the work. After some time, this negligence takes a toll on his physical health, leading to extreme fatigue and weakened immunity. And when his physical health takes a hit, his mental health sinks down with it. The immense burden of work gets the better of him, leaving Adam in a state of anxiety and depression. He feels mentally exhausted and stops social interaction altogether, sinking deep into his depression. Believe me, when I say this, it is one of the worst situations to be in. The constant pressure of society, the confusion about the future, and the feeling of being useless eat you from the inside out. So, if you're a person who does things like this, stop, get out of it, and take care of yourself. Another query that people mention is practicing self-care a selfish behavior? Well, you tell me, is it selfish to look out for yourself? Absolutely not. Self-care and selfishness are two completely different things. Self-care is about doing things on purpose to keep your body and mind healthy and happy. It involves taking care of your own feelings, so you do not project them onto others. When you practice self-care, it's not just for you. It helps you be better in your responsibilities and relationships with others. On the other hand, being selfish is having a me mindset, which means not thinking about others and only caring about what you want. I mean, think of self-care as an oxygen mask on an airplane. In case of an emergency, you're advised to secure your mask before assisting others. Does it look like self-care or selfishness to you? It's obviously taking care of yourself. The point here is that just as ensuring your own oxygen supply allows you to help others more effectively, taking care of your health empowers you to navigate life's challenges, support those around you, and help everyone who needs it. For those of you who still wonder how to practice self-care, I'll explain how every person should approach self-care differently. But before that, make sure to like this video, write your thoughts in the comments section, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and press the bell icon so you don't miss out on future uploads. Now back to the video. Self-care requires checking in with yourself, asking yourself how you're doing, and what's damaging you physically, mentally, and emotionally. Keep in mind, not everyone's self-care practice is the same. Different people practice different self-care routines, and for different reasons. Some do it to deal with any difficult situation, while others do it to improve themselves and be happy in their lives. You see, engaging in self-care regularly is the best thing you can do today. According to Dr. Marniam Selim, when we are regularly taking care of ourselves, we are better able to react to the things that go on in our lives. It's something we do to maintain positive well-being. Categories of self-care, and how to practice it. Just like we've discussed before, ignoring self-care can take a toll on your body and mind, even to the point of causing serious depression. But here's the flip side. When it comes to healing from these various struggles, it's like having a toolkit of different self-care categories. Each category acts like a savior, tackling a specific aspect of your health. I'll break down self-care into 3 categories for you. 1. Emotional self-care. 2. Mental self-care. 3. Physical self-care. Emotional self-care involves self-talk, self-evaluation, taking a pause, and most importantly, saying no to things that cause you stress and anxiety. Believe me, my friend, being a people-pleaser is one of the worst things a person can be nowadays. And if you don't know whether you're a people-pleaser or not, let me explain it to you. If you try to stretch yourself thin to meet everyone's expectations, drain yourself for others, and have a hard time saying no to social events, work responsibilities, and needs of people, you are for sure a people-pleaser, my friend. If you're one of them and want to solve this problem, you have to do it the hard way. The next time someone asks, invites, or tells you to do something you don't really want to, just politely say, no, state your reason, and take a walk. Or I don't know, make a whole fake story and just hope it works, because I don't have anything else in mind to tell you. Mental self-care includes engaging in activities that improve your cognitive well-being and mental health. It involves practicing mindfulness, meditation, and learning new things. For example, a new skill. Think of your mind as a delicate musical instrument. Just as a musical instrument requires regular tuning, maintenance, and care to produce high-quality, clear notes, your mind also needs regular care to ensure it resonates at its best. Lastly, physical self-care involves providing your body with the necessary care, such as a regular exercise routine, consuming hygienic and healthy food, and the main thing, getting a good 7-8 hours of sleep. Trust me, I have never in my life seen a person sleeping less than 7 hours and getting through the day with ease, because realistically speaking, you can't. Sleep is like a reset button on your body. During sleep, your body goes into a process of repair and restoration. When you don't sleep for a whole 7 hours, it messes with you, makes you feel fatigued, and gives you an unhealthy amount of stress. A study published in 2017 found that sleeping too little was linked with higher mortality rates, though too much sleep wasn't healthy either. Prioritize your sleep, ladies and gentlemen, because it is a part of optimizing your physical health and opening your body to its full potential. Life can be overwhelming at times, and it can make us feel the difficulties of life. But what matters is, what are you willing to do to make things better? I think self-care is the best answer for it. And no, don't worry about having a perfect self-care routine for day 1. Start small, find what bothers you, work on it, and then move on to the other, one step at a time. Self-care is about showing up for yourself day in and day out. If you just start working on yourself today, you'll thank yourself someday. That's the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. See you next time.